Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop right in. Hey Nikki, so I've pretty much always been the same person, outgoing, expressive, and strong, not necessarily physically though. I always speak my mind and I make sure that the things I want to be heard are heard. My friends have lately become more honest and I love them for that, but they say that I can sometimes get annoying. I don't want to change and I will not change, but how can I keep my very outspoken and straightforward self and not be annoying? Please help, and I'm worried that I might lose my friends. Thanks. Okay, so here's the thing. Being outgoing and expressive, those are really great traits to have, but I'm going to be honest with you. The mentality of I am not going to change and I will not change is not a good thing to carry around with you, and it is kind of a surefire way to lose friends and to lose people, because life is about changing and you want to be who you are, obviously. You know, if they're asking you to change, it's hard because there's a gray area of you want to stay who you are, but there are some things that, like, when people go, well, that's just the way I am, and you're like, okay, well, the way you are is really hurtful. Like, when it involves hurting other people or driving other people away who care about you, that's when you might want to step back and evaluate, you know? Like, in your case, maybe the fact that you're outspoken and you say what's on your mind and you want what you want in your brain to be heard, you might want to ask yourself, like, does it always need to be heard? Like, does my opinion always need to be heard? I am in situations frequently where I'm like, I totally have a different opinion on what's being said right now, like in a conversation, and I choose to keep my mouth shut. Not to be a wallflower, but because maybe by me speaking up and being like, well, no, I think X, Y, and Z, and I think it because of X, Y, and Z, I might in turn end up making them feel bad for their opinion, or making them feel stupid or intimidated or bullied. There's, like, when you have an action, when you choose to do something, there are reactions. There are things that come out of that. So in your brain, maybe it's, oh, well, I'm just speaking my mind, and that's where it ends. But by you speaking your mind, you could be making people feel intimidated, bullied, stupid, unintelligent, which is the same thing as stupid, bless my heart, angry, sad, hurt, and you might not even realize it. And so sometimes you have to weigh in your brain, okay, what's worth it more to me? Getting my opinion across and making my friends potentially feel uncomfortable and pushed into a corner, or is my opinion really need to be shared right now? Like, is it really that important? You know, and if it's important enough for you, then it's unfortunate, but you're probably going to lose those friends. But here's the thing. Here's the reason I say you have to evaluate yourself. Is because it may not just be about those friends. You may have a hard time getting new friends. If this is something that you think has been a problem or you've noticed with other people, you might have a problem with new friends. Like, it's just, that's the thing you guys want to look at, is when you're choosing, you're making choices in life, and just being you, is just being you doesn't just end in your world. It's a world with other people, so you affect other people. Your choices affect other people. All the time they affect other people, and I think we get so stuck in our own little world, we just think, like, well, let me do my thing, like, let me just live my life. And it's like, well, it's not just about you. Like, there are other people in the world too. And you don't want to make other people feel bad. I'm sure I can tell it's not your heart. You don't want to make them feel bad or hurt or sad. So just maybe gauge it. Like, when you're talking, like, is this something, do I need to express my opinion right now? Is it worth it? You know what I mean? Or is this something that, like, it's really not that big of a deal. I don't need to, you know, state my opinion on why my favorite color is better, whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that is it. Just remember, guys, your actions have reactions. I know that's really basic, but it's true. So yeah, send your messages to asknikkip@gmail.com, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. They can tend to revert to that because it's almost like this feeling of, like, that's the relationship that they knew with them. That's maybe what they were comfortable with them. This feeling of, like, that's how I have to act around them. And so they act that way around them.